should mama take a break? You think mama should take a break? Some of you may be overworked. Maybe I heavily dependent on. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you aren't overworked. Maybe just you need a break. Because you're about to be overworked. As in, like, you're overworking your... Like as in... Maybe someone has someone trying to overwork them. But I'm more so specifically picking up on a larger scale. But for someone, maybe someone's trying to start overworking you. So for some of y'all are the only people pushing that pedal. And child, you about to hit a wall if you don't take a reasonable break. For some of y'all, you only need 15. You just really are taking no breaks. You don't need a lot. It's not gonna hurt your workflow as much as you think. You need to take a break. Call your family, go on vacation, do something, get your life. And I'm sorry, sometimes the way I say things sounds so harsh. Y'all, I say all of this with love and care. When I say get your life, it's not me saying that you don't have your life together. Girl, if we all could have TV shows where we watched each other's lives in entirety, I don't think anyone would feel insecure by the end of the week. Like, maybe a couple of people, maybe just two. And even then, it's like, girl, but did you see what was on that other person's show? Listen, we shouldn't use other people's dirt to, like, feel better. But my whole point is like, people use their own dirt to make themselves believe they're some type of, like, innately, ridiculously terrible person. And it's like, everyone has dirt. Everyone has things. Everyone has those type of stuff. You don't need to work yourself into a grave. You can, like... just process what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some people, it's like, girl, how does that connect? For the people that's for, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Take that break. Go. If you're not supposed to eat a burger, like, if that's something specifically you're not supposed to do, then don't do that. For someone else that's, like, not on a diet, they know what I'm talking about. Go have your lunch break, girl. You are doing too much. Someone else... like, literally, stop eating the burger then. Like, you've been off your diet for 3 months, and this is your, like, 87th burger. You know you don't want to eat a burger. So, like, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. Burgers is fun. I get it. Just try not to eat one tomorrow. And just keep restarting until eventually you get there. It's all in divine timing. You have to give yourself a break. It's not just, like, at work and on the clock and things like that. Give yourself a break. If you are trying to start or break a habit, then give yourself a break in the sense of, you know how people be like, come on, give me a break, man. They're not saying like, hey, call time out on real life and the rules. No. They're saying like, come on, like you're yelling at me, man. You on my chest about it. I know I messed up. I'm sorry. Give me a break, yo. Like, it's early in the morning. Or, you know, like the person could be trying to make a point that, I just need a break. I just need you to, like, allow me to be a human that made a mistake and it just be that. That's a break. You need to give yourself a break. For someone else, you know how, like, a big break, like, I just need a break. You need to give yourself a break. You need to create a standard of success for yourself that is very, very obtainable because you deserve a break. Literally, waking up and brushing your teeth is a break. Now, if you've been doing that consistently, then we're not talking to you. If you're depressed and some of them broke up with you or something like that, or whatever the rah-rahs is, and you haven't showered or you haven't walked your dog, giving yourself a break is just today walking the dog. Not telling yourself, okay, I'm a start walking them every... Girl, just walk them today. That's a break. Now, today, you did one thing that you might have felt like, okay, and you just tried it every day, every time. Instead of beating yourself up, instead of being mean to yourself, you just try that. That's giving yourself a break. It's not bullying yourself. It's not saying, why I can't get this right, why I ain't figured it out yet. No, girl, you're a human being, and some things won't take longer than others. And, girl, the truth is that in this lifetime, everybody that has ever lived has a list of things that they've never done that is way longer than everything else they've did. And it's okay. So give yourself a break. Somebody needs to hear that. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. Like, give yourself a break. Like, for real. Like, literally, I wasn't shuffling while I was saying all of that. Like, which technically I still was. That's what I'm gonna say. I still was channeling. So, I mean, I wasn't in a full, complete break. We always are working. Our bodies are always. Life is this, like, consistent activity, yo. So a break doesn't mean you're doing nothing. So even the anxiety you may be getting from the idea of I can't just do nothing, you're never gonna ever be doing nothing until you're doing nothing. And like, you know what I mean? And even then, we don't even know if that's true. So with all of that being said, yo, even when you take the break, you probably still won't work a little bit. So just try to take the break. You not even trying to take the break is how you're working yourself into a grave. Anyway, literally, no, look at the split deck, y'all. Hold on. That's how true it is. You can't even see what I'm showing you. That's because this done... See, this came down earlier, and I didn't stop to adjust it. That's why y'all can't even see. We're gonna do this angle right now. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We love that. We love to see it. But yeah, girl, y'all can't be working yourselves into a grave. There's more to life than that. So as y'all see, these cards is ridiculous. When I read, don't be scared. I am one of the readers that I find it triggering when every read I get is someone's coming in. An important moment. I don't know. I don't want to mock other people because I feel like sometimes girl spirits like, listen, that's what it is. It sounds cliche, but that's the truth. What you want. Y'all going through the same stuff. But you know what I mean? Those really, really shishu foo positive, like only a little bit of like what it is. And it's the same type of like, I don't really like those. I feel like energetically a lot of us are going through that. I feel like a lot of us are authentically probably having somebody that like we kind of think about here and there that like it didn't really. That's like a human love, like almost very, very, very like relatable experience. So we could get into that, but no, I don't want to get into that. When I'm doing well, I want them to get into what we get into. But as you see, this is what we get into, girl. This isn't your exes is you wearing you out. This is you overworking yourself. That's what this reading is. And that spirit, back to giving yourself a break. Do you know how much you can reassure yourself in this moment here? Instead of hearing like, oh, I need to take a break. And taking a break as a new task. And it's more like spirit in the universe is like communicating in this moment through a sign. At least I feel source is communicating to you in a sign that like it's okay to take a break. I stopped talking just to exercise that point. That it's okay, take your time, nothing's gonna happen. Like for example, people either clicked off or they didn't. It either resonates or it doesn't. The break isn't going to change that reality. There's people breaking, there's people slacking, and there's people slaving, and there's people wasting away over it. And the world's going to spin, even if those people switched roles or... It's people are going to always fill in those dots. So with that being said, I want to get into a little bit more because that's kind of just what came off the top. I feel like that's most of what the reading is. Because I feel like to get into more... Because some people, like, you might need a break from consumption or just a break from, like, even, like, watching videos like these or just consumerism or media. Like, you know what you need a break in. But if you feel like, you know when you eat, like, a whole bunch of Halloween candy and you just feel like, I want more sweets, but, oh, my body is disgusted with myself. It's like, yeah, girl, if you're consuming that much stuff that is feeling like brain rot, that's that moon card. Like, it's starting to feel like, I don't really know what's real and what's not. And that's because you just in, like, worker bee mode, probably. Or you're just on go, go, go autopilot. Yeah, stink. You know, you gotta, like, zone in a little bit more. So that you could, it's the balance. It's just the balance. I think that this is a really simple reading. Wow. Okay. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Maybe you feel like you need to save your money. Maybe you feel like you have like maybe a past trauma or a fear of like, well, I'm getting homelessness. Like you know how people be wanting to keep a roof over their head, which is a very understandable thing. Maybe you have a specific or niche type of like fear or discomfort with the idea of like, you know, God forbid, like how are you gonna provide? Maybe you got mad people depending on you. Yeah. So it's all of those feelings of I can't take a break. I can't afford a break. Like maybe you think you're the martyr this time around, but you have options, yo. Seven of Cups. You have options. Give yourself a break. Stop these you're creating narratives and you're creating timelines that do not give you a chance to be human. And that will be on you. You have to take accountability for that. You have to. The Death card is also a transformation card. It's not literally dying. It is a new beginning. It is a end that marks a new beginning. You can literally like snap your fingers what it will feel like once you get to that new end. It will feel like it was in a blink of an eye. But you can start a new energy and direction for yourself. And it doesn't have to be knocking everything off the table and starting from scratch. It's about balance. It's creating that balance. I'm going to try to... what energy do they need to embody so that they can try to have more balance in this, like, workflow energy that they have going on here? And for everyone, it's not even like office work. It's like just responsibilities and accountability and expectations and all of that stuff. We have Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. You need to be honest in your like romantic connections. If like you have a partner that is like draining or weighing you down, or like maybe they're not weighing you down, maybe you've just never communicated that you're stressed to them or you're overwhelmed, or you just are not communicating something, you need to just be honest. You need to have that truth. They need to also be honest with you, and there needs to be boundaries. Like you need to set firm boundaries in your relationships. The people that you love and the people you feel like, because for some of you, the Knight of Cups is you. Like, you're the more masculine energy, and you feel like you got to provide for these people, and you need to take care of them, and you got this sword because you got to hold it down. Some of y'all need to have more boundaries and, like, listen, I need this for me, or I need this time for me, or I can't do that, because if I do that, then it'll take from my energetic tank in this area, and then I actually can't help you later on. Those things is the areas that you need to, like, you know, you could be that, it's King of Cups, not Knight of Cups. You could be that king to those people, but you gotta be able to set a boundary for yourself, or you won't be able to rule your people. And for someone else, the King of Cups is a masculine energy in your life that you gotta set a boundary for. Yeah, that's your man or your stink or your whatever they are energetically. They could just be a friend, right? Or a cousin, whatever they are, co-worker. You need to be able to love them and have a boundary that will make you be able to respect and love yourself as well. Hold on, I'm about to smile up here. Yeah, we'll do that, because these is in the same type of, like, little row. Also, it's giving me the Two of Swords. You need to say no more. Literally, Two of Swords is literally, like, that card. Like, Ace of Swords could mean yes, and Two of Swords tends to mean no. But literally, it's given, literally, this game, the gag is, which... Someone else might be like, how'd you get that from that? This is giving me children. The Two of the Swords is just giving me, like, each sword to me is a child. Like, you juggling the kids. But then also, I could see, like, it being one kid playing with swords. But it just gave me a childish energy with the Two of Swords. But I think Two of Swords is pretty childish historically. Like, it's such a standstill type of card. Over nothing. It gives me mental gymnastics. You gotta say no. It goes back to that. Like, setting boundaries is general, and it's just being like, oh, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what makes me comfortable, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna do. It's just setting boundaries. But literally, you're also being told to say no. Some things you gotta say no to. And it's okay to say no. That's what it seems like, giving yourself a break. Five of Wands, that uphill battle. Five of Wands, Five of Torches, Six of Torches. It's this, like, uphill battle. You could already feel like you're in an uphill battle, but specifically in this spread, it's like, it seems like saying no. You could be a people pleaser. Maybe you identify with that. Well, maybe you should identify with that. Set up a boundary. If you don't identify as a people pleaser, then you aren't. Set those boundaries and put those actions in place. In this spread, the Five of Torches, that upward battle is like, I feel like who's resonating with this, what you could be feeling in the sense of when it's time to say no or assert your boundaries is this internal conflict. Girl, that 6 of torches is saying you just fine. You see how this is still an upward incline, but it's not as much like like trying to dig yourself up to climb. They're digging up to climb. Also, you're not alone. Like in this spread, it's a lot of other energies, but it's giving me like family and friends and acquaintances. Like, so yes, these people are dependent on you, but I think they love you. I don't think they're using you. It's not giving leech energy. I think you're just giving a lot, and that's so lovely. But you can reserve, and I think they'll be okay with it. This person seems like they're climbing up the hill with you. It doesn't seem like they're trying to hold you back or they're trying to distract you. And then you get to this point where you're on it comfortably by yourself because, I mean, there's a huge individual aspect of experiencing life as, you know, I feel like we understand. Do you need one more card for this? I'm going to complete this spread. Yeah. Can I have one more card to complete this spread? But girl, give yourself a break. Like, I would say that this is some of the easiest reads of giving yourself a break. You gotta let go of them regrets. Oh, but top one more. Is that it? 3 more. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna split the decks for it. Is it okay? Yeah. And these flew out. Yeah, that's all of them. Do one more. Prince of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. 3 of Cups. It's mad people. You might have a big family. It's or like a huge network. It's a lot of people. And she's not all your energies. That's another thing. It's like your energy has so many people in it. It's like I can only imagine how you feel 3-dimensionally. 6 of Cups, people from your past. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I don't have the word to describe this, but it's like longing for something you think you like longing for something you think you've overlooked. Prince of Pentacles. And then even with like the 5 of Cups is like a regret card. That's why I was like, let me pull more. But yeah, there definitely is this energy of you being scared to take this break because I think you're scared of what truth lies in the peace that you'll gain from any moment of stillness. And you gotta embrace that, child. I don't know if you got some partner in the past or if there is it seems like an intense, intimate, romantic type of energy that might have been juvenile or like by juvenile I mean like if you're 55, like this fling or this person, like you went to college with them or like y'all worked together when you were 31 and like but you met them at 28 or something like that. Like I don't know. Or if you're in your like late 20, like 29, 28, you met this person when y'all was like 18, when y'all was like 15, like that type of skis is given like a far juvenile thing that you might have packed away. And it's not even necessarily, this reading isn't giving me an outcome for you looking into this cup and exploring those feelings of like possible regret. It's not even giving me an outcome. I think you just gotta assess the feelings. I don't think they might not be as bad as you think, or you might get an outcome quicker than you expect, but you just have to assess them. But I feel that it's a distant, like it's a while ago. Like it's giving me less, like there's far less people that, it's relevant because I think it's coming out, but it's far less people in this particular reading that are like 25 and the person, they were like 20 and 19. It's less of like those 5-6 year gaps. It's more closer to 8, 10, 20 year gaps where you've grown and you've moved on to a whole different life and you kind of feel like that's the past. Like I'm even childish for even like, you're human. That's what I'm saying. You're not giving yourself a break in an emotional aspect, in a responsibility aspect. You're not allowing yourself to be a human freaking being and experience life. And I'm like trying to defend you against yourself and like, cause it's like, girl, you deserve to live, or even boy, cause I might tell y'all every video, cause you never know who's watching. But I use girl like how you be like, hey guys, yeah, like. But even for like a masculine energy, maybe you feel like you're the emperor and this is the girl that got away. bro, assess those feelings. I'm not saying call and text people. I'm not saying to do that. Everyone is different. Every situation is different. Every timeline is different. The feelings, you're not assessing them. I believe that who this reading is for, that they will know exactly how they feel if they just assess their feelings. Some situations are more complicated than that. I don't believe this is that, and that is why Spirit is telling you just give yourself a break. And is there anything else here I need for them other than give a break? See, I can't stand when that happens. But the one card I saw was this. And that is the 8. I saw, well, that's the most obvious card. Let me not say one card, because I feel like we saw other cards too if we want to rewind stuff. But is this part of the, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know what I saw. Anyway, is this for them? With the 8 of Torches, 8 of Wands, Empress Magnus, the Magician, Empress Energy. It's a lot of listeners. Anyway, with this 8 of Torches energy, those cards I was seeing aren't for this spread. But the... Okay. Anyway, back to this. The 8 of Torches, 8 of Wands, it's a very fast card. It represents speed. I don't like to try and put too much anticipation on time frames because energy is ever changing, so the time frame is ever changing. I feel like if you tell someone something's gonna happen in 3 weeks, energetically that can accelerate it or not decelerate, but like even delay it because you've changed the energetic charge. Like when you got the download, it was 3 weeks. That was before the subject knew, right? So it kind of depends. Now, when you get an internal download for a time frame, you keep it to yourself, they're usually more accurate in my opinion. But with that all being said, it's less of time, how we know it, and it's more so how time is felt and perceived through our bodies and how we're going to experience it. So it's more so specifically being like, it will feel fast. It will feel like it is moving along at a space that isn't stale and stagnant. And I feel like that's also part of why you might need to just give yourself a break. I think that in that break, you'll be able to recharge. You'll also be able to go through and assess what you're really feeling. And then you'll have what you need to do the what is it? I don't know. I'm like 9mm. That's not long. I was gonna say a 9mm dash. That is not long. But I don't know how long the 90-mile dash. I don't know how long the dash is. Or 100-meter dash. Yeah. Right. I think that's what it is. My whole point is 100 yards. No, I think it's 100 meters. My whole point is you want to do the dash. It seems like you are built and wired to do the dash. You got to take a break so that your car... I don't know if it's called doesn't run out of mileage or run out of gas, whatever the term is, but car people would know it way better than me. But literally, you gotta take a break so you don't blow out the engine. Because the way you moving, it seems like you got a distance you want to go. So you need to preserve. And some people, if they take a break, you know, they're not going to get back up. It seems like, child, you don't sit down. So I don't think you are one of those people that's going to have a problem getting back up, girl. God willing, you should be right back at it. So take your break. Get in with source. Connect to the highest. And remember, God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. Amen. I love y'all. This is Esoteric Tarot 101. And you could call me ET1. Do I have another call for y'all? Should I do one more call for this video? Should I actually? Okay, I'm telling to have discipline. Let me give myself a break. But nah, I really love y'all. Literally, if you take anything from this video, ultimately, your first step is to give yourself a break. I think that all of the emotions will come, and I think that you actually do have what you need to handle it. I think that you just got to take the break. I think that for you and this energy, for who is resonating for, the most difficult part is taking a break. And I think that I'm actually enabling you by holding you here still and not allowing you to get to your break. So later.